What's up, guys? We're back in Coder, part 4. We have landed on Kashyyyk, the home of the Wookiees. Now, before I ended the last part, Zalbar informed me that there were some issues with the supplies. Strangely, the food storage seems to have been disturbed recently. No one in the party would have done this, so there must be some other explanation. Examine. There are no half-eaten nor torn packages to indicate the theft was from pests or vermin. It looks more like some unknown person has been conducting clandestine raids on your stores. Whoever the thief is, they have managed to avoid detection by you or your companions so far. Maybe a thorough search of the ship will reveal the stowaway. Now, the way you go about this is you just wander around the ship, and at certain areas, you will hear soft patter of footsteps behind you. This is some real cryptid stuff, though, like how this one is staying out of sight no matter what, even somehow always behind everyone and out of sight. Coming from the cargo hold, meaning we now know where this entity has gone. And the entity? It's a little girl! Ah! Where did you come from? What the hell are you saying? Uh-huh. Not me, right? It's her. Right? Can you tell me your name? Apparently not. Alright, let's try this. My name is Saren. Scion, dang it. Sorry, different character name from a different thing. I'm so used to using that one many times over. My name is Scion. You are? Sasha. Your name is Sasha. How did you get here? Let's try and just learn the language. Many of the words you're speaking are Mandalorian. And Lori, that's your word for Mandalorian. I'm guessing you don't like Mandalorians. I know how to speak the language, but you are speaking gibberish. Stag. What is that? It's a thing somewhere around here. Ristag, it means starship, doesn't it? How does she understand what I'm saying but can't speak? Ugh. Okay, so on is C, but Naswan is hide. I don't get all of that, but okay. Lesva. Is that about safety? You sleep there. You're saying the ship is your home. Okay. And what is going to send? Something about me.
Dong abuk shami no nok.
No?
Dong abuk shami.
It's something you like, then. You like me. I'm gonna take that as a you like me as a person. That's it.
Kipuna, bona na kichu.
Hit.
Bona na kichu.
You're asking me not to hurt you, is that it? Okay, no. Not gonna hurt you. Please do not tell me yum just means you were eating.
Dong abuk shami.
Yep, she means yum is food.
Kipuna, bona na kichu. Kipuna, bona na kichu.
I guess means now is not now or before.
Kipuna.
You wanted food. Ay, this is so much. Okay. So tell me about. Okay, let's just try this. See where we get. Why are you hiding on my ship? You came to the ship before. You were very scared. Why? You left the Mandalorians and hid here on the ship. You don't want to leave. The Ebon Hawk is your home. Ebon Hawk is not your home. Not your first home, anyway. Tell me about your home before. Antween. Maybe someone from there knows you then. Alright, we'll deal with that soon. Alright. Return to Dantooine after we're done here, I guess. I've had a lot of different character names. Occasionally they bleed into each other and I forget which one I'm using. Mostly because of games like Black Desert Online where I have to make up a new one like every single time I want a character. We'll go with these two for now. Okay, so this is one of those instances where my choices have definitely affected what I can do. If I had chosen for my force powers to take the affect mind and dominate mind abilities, I could effectively use that Obi-Wan Kenobi stuff on him and make him think I'm clear that I don't need to pay. We'll just go ahead and pay for now. That won't be necessary. If you were curious about what color the lightsaber is today, it is green. Huh. Prepared me? What do you mean? Why were you forced to leave? Jeez. So your brother was selling your own people into slavery, and your father refused to believe that and blamed you for defending everyone. Oh, we'll just have to deal with it if it comes up. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. I do love this one though. Like these treetop walkways, all this stuff. I love the aesthetics of it. This is why I brought Mission. This is for Mission.
Is that you? It's me, Lena, remember? I was dating your brother back on Terrace.
Lena? What are you doing here? Where's Griff?
I'm just passing through. Griff and I broke up a few months after we left Terrace together. Probably for the best. Your brother can be charming, Mission, but he's bad news.
Don't you start trashing my brother, you cantina rat. Take that back or I'll smack you so hard your head tails will pop off.
Mission, what's wrong with you? Why are you acting this way?
Mission gets a little heated when it comes to her brother.
Yeah, I know how she feels. Griff can be pretty frustrating. I guess that's why Mission didn't want to come with us when we left Terrace.
You liar! Griff told me that you didn't want his little sister tagging along. That's why he had to leave me behind.
Is that what the Hutt spawn told you? I wanted you to come with us, Mission. I even offered to pay for your ticket. Why not? I paid for everything else while I was with that freeloader. But he told me you didn't want to leave Terrace. I said we shouldn't even go then. But he said we'd come back and get you after we struck it rich on Tatooine. Just another one of his lies.
No, you're the one who's lying. Griff wouldn't... He wouldn't try to leave me behind.
Maybe your brother isn't what you thought he was. Maybe he's actually a piece of crap.
Think about it. If Griff wasn't trying to ditch you, Mission, then why didn't he tell you where we were going? After we left Terrace, he told me looking after you was holding him back. Griff's always looking to blame other people for his own problems. That's why he abandoned you. He did the same thing to me, too. As soon as I ran out of money, he started blaming me for all of his problems. Like it's my fault his get-rich-quick schemes never work out.
I am curious, like, how would you end up here on Kashyyyk? It's not exactly a place you would expect someone from, like a dancer and such, to end up at. Like, were you just looking for the most out of the ordinary world to go to, or are you working with Zerka in order to get a little extra money right now? Like, what's going on?
You damn well know it. He's nothing but a sleazy scam artist. If Mission knew it was good for her, she'd forget he ever existed.
But Griff is my brother. I just can't pretend he doesn't exist. If he was here to defend himself, Lena wouldn't be saying all this bad stuff about him.
Hey, if you want to talk to Griff, go ahead. Last I heard, he was going to make a fortune working the Zerka Corp mines on Tatooine. But as far as I'm concerned, he's out of my life forever.
Griff's better off without you anyway, you table-dancing, brother-stealing home wrecker.
I guess that's my cue to leave then. I didn't mean to upset you, Mission. But one day you'll see I'm right about your brother. I only hope it's not too late by then.
Yep, that's why I brought Mission along. But with that out of the way, let's get Juhani in here. Because why not? And don't really need any of that stuff. Guess she's going pretty basic on her equipment. She's very similar to Basila in her stuff. She is neither. She's a blank slate. I can make her into anything. Let's do it. I need to change up the colors a bit later, but let's have a dual wielder. Why not? I get that Zalbar's one. I mean, for lightsabers, we have me using a single. We have Basila using a
Hold here, Spacer.
double.
Zerka Corporation doesn't recommend traveling in Wild Adean. Katarn attacks are especially bad right now. Wookiee hunters usually keep numbers down, but I think they leave certain areas infested, just hoping a Zerka guard will get killed. I won't stop you, but you leave this area at your own risk. We're here to protect the company, not you.
Yeah, I don't give a crap about that. Wow, that was immediate. I'm glad she eventually decided she can swing those lightsabers. Because her first several tries were not. Okay,
I feel I must apologize for the way I acted towards you before in the Grove. It was wrong of me. I am sorry for attacking you. I am sorry for thinking you would only try to kill me. I hope that by helping you in your task, I may redeem myself in your eyes, and in my own. Thank you.
I'm just kind of getting through this dialogue just to get some of this stuff.
I tried to take your life. I can only hope that in our time journeying together, I will succeed.
Zalbar was not given dialogues for stuff like this because he has this whole planet that he's a part of. serendipitous. So, what do we see? Son of the leader. Again, we'll handle it when it comes up. No worries, man.
This isn't good. I can't afford this. You think I can? Do you know what they get for a healthy one of those things?
We'll work it out later.
Things?
We've got company. What do you want, Spacer? I'm Patrol Captain Deno, and you're interrupting Zerka Corporation business.
Yeah, that's nice. I'm Scion. Now what happened
This
here?
Wookiee slave got a little rebellious. We had to put it down.
Somewhere. Just breathe. I'll handle it. I understand. I understand. Just chill. Just please. I'll handle it.
Careful now. That growl sounded pretty threatening. Keep your slave on its leash or we'll have another accident.
Just shut up, you trigger-happy idiot.
Your superiors approve of you killing
Of course they
Wookiees?
do. Why would you ask me that? You're doing some sort of snap inspection? You're trying to get me to admit to incompetence, aren't you? Not going to happen. I stand by my patrol. This Wookiee got out of hand and had to be put down. We'll find another easy enough.
I'm not going to allow you to do that. You are not
Is that a
doing
joke?
it.
Who do you
Not
think
again.
you are?
It doesn't matter. Because I'm about to kill you.
What? Blasters!
I just went full on psychopath on this guy. Even if it was for a good cause, I'm surprised I got good points for that. Oh, a resource ID. That'll be useful later.
What is it?
There you go, Zelbar. We handled things, and you got to rip them apart like you wanted.
Sure.
I'm misremembering the Viper fin wrapping in this game. Is that only the next game? That might only be the next game. I'm not sure. The Vipers were definitely a thing, though. So, obviously, bringing Zalbar is just a good idea for this place in general. It's his home. But if you chose to bring two people that were not Zalbar, he would meet you outside the Ebon Hawk and tell you, like, you should take me, not them.
For the order!
I don't care who you're fighting for, so long as you kill my enemies for me. He's gonna tell me I'm not allowed to go that way, so let's go this way.
What is it?
Sure.
The very first time I played these games, I didn't really know like the stats that I like, that kind of stuff, obviously. So I didn't even split up all my stats when I made my character and just had 12 on everything. So I basically just had 0. I had 0 on everything, like, because 12 is the bare minimum for, like, if you have under 12, you have a negative modifier. If you're over 12, you have a positive modifier. So I just had a 0. Lord Malak was most displeased.
Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Taris alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
As for fighting people like this is the reason why I made sure to learn force resistance. Dark Jedi Knight robe. Purple lightsaber. Short sabers. Yeah, the short sabers, I believe, have less stats, but they're supposed to be easier to handle or something like that. Yeah, they're slightly weaker, but I don't know. That'll work.
Sure.
Actually, I'm pretty sure in the Old Republic, there's a character that uses that exact scheme of purple and
What is
red.
What?
So, Kunda. And take me to this Chundar, as I would like to speak to her. Oh. Son, posturing will not help you against me. Tell yourself whatever makes you happy, if it makes you feel like you're in charge. But you're not. Zalbar is now grayed out. Yep, can't use him anymore. Darth, I'm pretty far along on his dialogue, like mission, so I'm going to choose Basila. Everybody, say hello to Zalbar's brother. Made deals with slavers, the truth will come out eventually. What do you... Is there a point to this? Like, what do you want? And what is this task? I would imagine you're going to see a lot more of that. Yeah, whatever. I'm going to get going now. Salvar. For the moment, just chill here. I'll be back. Brother. I know war. Just chill here for now. Play along. I'll see what I can do.
Then I suppose we have little choice. We should proceed with caution, however. What is it? What can I do?
Hit. That's what you can do.
Sure.
Good.
How can I help?
Yeah, it's something you wanted to ask
Did you?
me.
How did you know?
You're staring at me? See anything you like?
You are easily the vainest, most arrogant man I have ever met. Besides, I know you can't be serious, since I was purposefully not staring in your direction. I am a Jedi, remember? I have far too much mental discipline to reveal what goes on inside my mind with such obvious physical clues. My thoughts remain hidden, including whatever my feelings are for you. I mean, whatever I feel... whatever I think about you.
You're so cute when you're embarrassed.
Why must you be so impossibly infuriating? You know very well what I am really talking about. I am referring to the bond
This
between
isn't
us,
even
the
me
one the
flirting.
Jedi Council
This is just
spoke
me
of.
mocking.
Our connection allows us glimpses into each other's mind. We can feel some of what the other feels, and what I feel within you troubles me. A Padawan must receive considerable training. They must learn to control their emotions and darker impulses. Often it takes years before using the Force can be considered safe. The fact that you are so strong in the Force and have had such relatively little training could have terrible consequences. For you, and for everyone around you.
I don't think I'll post her enough for the moment.
I don't think there's much you can do. If things were different, I would recommend several years of training under one of the Jedi Masters. But I fear that won't be possible. Thankfully, you've exhibited a degree of compassion and self-control up to this point. I sincerely hope you can maintain these traits in the future. We must all resist the influence of the dark side. It's everything we are fighting against. This is doubly important for you, with your natural affinity for the Force. That's good to hear. Without the proper training, however, I'm afraid you will find the path difficult even with the best of intentions. There's great danger ahead for both of us. Our destinies are intertwined. Everything one of us does will have consequences for the other. Any reckless behavior on your part is likely to affect me as well. I believe you truly mean what you say, for now, but sometimes it is not so easy to keep such promises. Your power could be a gift or a curse. When you need guidance or advice or support, I will do my best to help you stay on the path of the light. I only hope I have the wisdom.
Yeah, I was just trying to get that moving along for a moment. I was just thinking maybe I should try talking to her again.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan? What is it you would like to speak to me about? How I came to be a Jedi? I am sure you would not find it very interesting. Are you sure you would like to hear?
I mean, I asked, you might as well just go ahead and tell me.
It goes back a number of years. Back on my homeworld, we did not see Jedi very often, especially where I lived. The hind end of space. A pit of a world, to be sure, where Jedi rarely tread. But we had heard of them. Well, everyone had, so that is not to be unexpected. Champions of truth, defenders of justice, heroes of the Republic. It was very easy for a child to be enthralled by their image, their mystique. Maybe
She
I was
forgot
one of
the
those children.
narcissism, stuck-up nature, and just being downright boring a lot of times.
Yes, yes I did. When I saw a Jedi for the first time, they lived up to everything my imagination had created them to be. I was old, and maybe a little enamored. From that moment on, I knew that I would have to try to become a Jedi. To lift myself out of the rut I had been living in for years, and to make a real difference, as the Jedi were. The foolish delusions of a child. But this child made it happen. As soon as I was able, I left my world and went in search of them. I found them and was accepted. I had been living my dream on Dantooine for several years before you came, although perhaps I was not entirely ready for it, or not completely suited to the task. Otherwise I would not have fallen. But thanks to you, I have been redeemed. Perhaps I may yet live to see that dream of mine come true. Come, there is much we should do. Let us not waste time talking. Action is what is needed.
Alright, we just advance those. Let's see. I don't want to spend too much time working on these, but I do need to advance these conversations if I want to get their stuff going.
Yes, what's on your mind? Have I been quiet? Suppose I have. I guess I just don't like being left out of the loop.
What loop?
Left out of the loop, you know, not being told anything, strung along. It's really starting to irritate me. For one thing, I want to know what the Jedi Council said to you. They pulled you in there and refused to tell me a thing about it. I'm rather curious to know what went on, and why they didn't keep you on Dantooine for training. Isn't that strange?
So they wanted me to find the star maps.
And why is that? You were a great help on Terrace, but why would they keep you with us? Don't they have to train you? A bond? What kind of bond? You mean to say that they told you that you were tied to Bastila in some way? I have trouble believing that. You're a neophyte Padawan who's been saddled with the responsibility of tracking down these star maps. Why? That's not normal. I am not trying to provoke you or to imply that you're somehow responsible for the Jedi Council, but give me a hand here. There has to be a reason. And what does that mean? Well, I'll tell you this much,
Yeah, I was getting tired of him complaining.
Yeah, we'll just see about that, won't we? Look, I didn't mean it that way. I want to get to Saul, not... No, forget it. It just seems that all I can do is insult you, isn't it? Just forget I said anything. Let's just get on with what we were doing.
Yeah,
We're getting there.
Your choice.
And nothing to do with Canderous, apparently, so we're gonna switch back. Like I said, I don't want to waste a whole lot of time on dialogue, but...
Don't tell me you believe Lena's lies. Griff might be working as a miner on Tatooine, but the rest of her story is Bantha Poodoo. You can't trust someone like her. At least Griff's free of her clutches. I'd like to go speak to the Circa Corp rep on Tatooine if we have time. Maybe I can arrange to see my brother again. I just hope he's not in any kind of trouble.
We're going
when
there
we do.
anyways. Alright, we've arranged that. So, we're on the way for that one. He's ticked off, probably won't want to talk for a little bit. And I just got theirs done, so we'll just stick with these two for now. And, yeah, we have a lightsaber trio going. Dual wielding, a double blade, and a single. We got the full set. Pretty sure that would be a female Wookiee.
How can I help? Then I suggest we...
Okay, now where am I? Is this just back to him? No, there's the doorway. I got myself turned around because I started focusing on their dialogue for a bit. Oh, we're also coming up on an interesting fight. What are you two doing? Because I'm doing most of the damage here. I'm also taking most of the damage.
Sure.
Night speed. If you watch Star Wars Episode 1, Phantom Menace, you actually see Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon Jinn use that ability.
You cannot win. You shall fall. You cannot.
Notice I did 2 hits there. Yeah, that's what doing that speed does. It's great for people like me that like to play with melee weapons. Yeah, I'm not here to cause any problems. Alright, that's cool. I'm out. There's going to be a bit of a fight here. I'm going to go ahead and save to make sure we don't lose any progress if I screw it up. Yeah, just unlock the thing and lower me down. I do wonder how long the descent is. You said it would take a while. I'm curious how long.
I have to give you credit. You've led me on quite a chase, but nobody gets away from Calo Nord in the end. You got lucky on Terrace. The Sith attack saved you from a quick and gruesome death. But I promise you, the Sith won't be getting in my way this time.
You traveled a long way just to die, Calo.
Let's go, boys. Showtime.
She can have that one. And she doesn't realize there's people to fight, apparently.
Sure.
Gala has a very strong shield on him. It takes a moment to get through it with these types of weapons. But we've gotten through it. Yeah, that sucks. Bye, Callow. I told you were gonna die. 2,000 credits. I hope that's not what they paid him to take me down, because that was not remotely enough for someone like me. Okay, I was wrong. It's 10 that's the neutral, and 12 is the +1. But yeah, I put everything at 12. I think at this point, some more Constitution would help, actually. I definitely want it. So, let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 that I am, like, I pretty much have to have, according to my own build. I just got one of them, so 4 more. That means I'll have an additional 4 powers I can choose later on. Works for me. Yeah. 2 and 8. Upgradable. It's a decent armor for sure. Give me a slightly darker look. Sure, why not? I'll blend in here. It's camouflage in this area. Nah, screw it. I'm going back to the blue. The Catan.
You cannot win.
So, your alignment with Force does directly affect your Force powers, and then having a high light side makes it so I can use light side power with like less cost, like they're more effective and cost less. Ooh, that's a good one. Craft double sword Zabrak Tystil Mark 3. There it is. Not upgradable, but this thing comes with some nice stats on it. Oh look, a lightsaber.
Damnable racket of battle. Watch yourself. Even more of these crawling beasts are hiding in the underbrush.
Who are you? What are you doing
I'm
here?
Jolie. Jolie Bendo. Follow me to my camp and we'll talk a bit.
Okay, but I mean, what are you
Why
doing?
am I here? Well, it isn't because I like the stink of dead Kinrath. Let's move this talk to my camp where the air is better. Keep close. It's nearby under a log. Yeah, I live like some burrowing rodent. I fought the Sith. Now look at me.
Here's his house.
Well, welcome to my home, such as it is. Pull up a stump and be comfortable. We should discuss a few things.
No offense, but I don't have
You'll
much
have
time.
nothing but time if you don't take what help you can. I've been here for many years. I know things. Remember that. My days of glory are behind me, but perhaps there is something I can do for you. You must have questions.
You know, what's going on with
Yes,
this
among
place?
the Wookiees. Intriguing creatures. I like that they have little patience for bureaucrats. But of course, even here, there are
Can agree
hidden
with that.
things that manipulate. Circa Corporation was smart to put him in power. He's as good at destroying Wookiee culture as dropping corpses full of Ardroxian flu. Will you work for him or against him, I wonder? I will be interested to see.
You've seen a crazed Wookiee in the
Maddened
Shadowlands.
with grief, perhaps, but not crazed. I helped him pass to the lower forest where only a Wookiee could follow. Some other matters will determine if you can follow. There is a barrier that, well, we'll talk of that more in a moment. Fine. Now, why would you be asking about that, hmm?
No, the star. The star.
I knew that had to be why you were here. The problems of a few Wookiees don't amount to anything before the concerns of the Jedi.
I asked about the Wookiees
You are
first.
here for the map. Kashyyyk is an interesting place, more so than anyone suspects. If Circa Corporation knew, the planet would be a strip mine. The Wookiees have their legends that they were not always here, but it is more than that. The trees themselves are strangers.
How are the trees strangers? Did they get implanted here?
What I'm saying is that there are literally walls in your way, and you won't find what you need without my help. And my help has a price. You must do a task for me, and then allow me to join with you. I will then remove certain barriers in your path.
Alright, what do you want me to do?
Since they began expanding in the Shadowlands, the Circa have left me alone for the most part. Until recently, anyway. A group of them set up camp not far from here. Poachers is all they are. I'd like them removed from this place.
Right. Where are they, and how many?
They are not that far northeast of here. There's usually 5 in the area, as far as I can see. The captain of the lot is the one that earned my ire. Mishandle my garden, Willie.
Ah, the grouchy old man. Got it. Alright, I'll look
Good.
into it.
Return to me here, and we'll see how you have done. Shoot! Shoot!
Now, when dealing with this matter, you have to take into account what he already said. Talking about the racket of battle, yada yada. That means his preferred method is that you don't personally kill them. If they happen to die by other means, then that just sucks for them.
What is it? I hear.
Killing Toll. As commander of the party, I want you to help heal me. I'm pretty sure it's the other way, but I'm going to check this out and get it mapped.
You cannot win. So be it.
curious about that noise. It's those little monkey things over there.
The Jedi can
I don't really care what it had to say. Dead end.
Your wish?
I'm here.
I can even show you why Bastila is so much better. I pointed it out in the previous part because of stats that we have, but those stats directly correlate here. 110 force, and I have 56 force. Johnny has 66. So yeah, my force ability is very low. Now that we've explored those, we can go this way. Hang on, 2 misses in a row. That's not good. Hey, y'all decided to join me. Welcome. $40 on that one, nice. Now here's the people he wants me to get rid of.
Who are you, another civil merchant like that Koro slime up on the docking ring? This is my territory. I don't make deals, and I don't persuade easily, so go
Who
back
just
topside.
and walk through the
Mess
mine?
with my profits, and I'll see you dead. Look, I don't care if you want to play tourist down here, but you behave yourself or we'll have a problem. I've got a job to do, and I won't be gentle if you get in my way, understand?
Yeah.
Good. I'm not...
Here's how we get rid of them in a way that Jolie
You
will
want
not
anything,
be
you'll have to talk to the commander.
mad
He's in
about.
charge of our harvesting here. Why am I here? I'm here because this is where the commander told me to stand. And that's all there is to it. I'm just a guard for this emitter. Why couldn't they have just equipped this lump of tech with a blaster and left me at home?
Let
I'm
me
not
ask you
here
a couple
because I know
questions.
stuff. I handle a blaster well enough to guard this emitter, and that's it. Talk to the commander.
This place is dangerous. Could I persuade you to
No
leave?
more dangerous than walking out on the commander. He'd kill me for disobeying orders. I'm not here because I know...
What do these emitters do?
They generate a sonic barrier that allows us to stay in this wonderful location. It keeps the big predators away. I don't know how it works, really. I just know that if they go down, the camp would be overrun.
So the emitters are the only thing keeping you
What
from
of it?
leaving. So if someone
I don't
shut
like
them
being
down
here,
for
that's for
you, you
sure.
could leave.
I suppose you could take this code and shut down the emitter I'm guarding. Enough of those emitters go down, and the camp will have to move out. But I never said anything. You
Yeah, I
want
have to get it
anything,
from
you'll
each
have
one.
to talk to...
I'd rather
Why
ask
am
you.
I here? I'm just a guard. What do you want to know about that? I don't like being... Enough of those emitters.
You guys want to leave. They can't. So let's give them a reason. Only needed 2 of them. Ah, look at that thing.
Run! Run!
Bye. Send me a postcard if you survive. Why are you still attacking the same one? Come on. Shiny light armor and beam splitter. Nice. Yeah, he's not acting all high and mighty now, is he?
What is it? What can I do?
Sure. Okay. Wookiee corpse. I don't know if I looted that or not. I didn't. Right. That's part of a quest. It's not a quest that I really care about, to be honest, though. It's one of those types of quests where at the end of it you're supposed to make some moral call on what you think is the right way of doing this, yada yada.
Yes, I could
Yeah,
feel
I got
it
rid
as you
of him.
walked near, and I don't sense the smell of death on you. You spared them. Interesting.
I didn't have anything to gain from killing them.
Wasn't there? I suppose not, but the environment would say otherwise if it could talk. No matter.
So, will you help me with a star map now?
Yes, of course. Let's get moving. I noticed the old path some time ago. You probably wouldn't have found them on your own. There's also a Circa repulsor field blocking the way, past the poacher camp in the east. I saw it when it was installed, so I know how to pass it. And on the other side, ancient answers. And perhaps a Wookiee you were seeking. I hope he's in the mood for visitors.
Jolie is mandatory here. He's my guide in the area. For now, we'll try to get Bastila up and running on her stuff.
Yes?
Let's go ahead and get him upgraded also. And you look, he is very good with Force as compared to me. And he likes to use a single sword, a single weapon. Now he's up to full. Give him that. Really nothing there for me to give him. Nope, nothing. Alright, I guess he's set up for the time being. And he has a lot of force ability. There it is. I imagine if you were actually walking in these lands, they would probably be creepy as crap walking through here. There's apparently a mine there. And here's the door. That was so delayed.
There, you see? Beautifully subtle, isn't it? At least compared to the other Zerka equipment dumped down here. It's only been here a short while, or the Wookiees would have disabled it. They wouldn't have had an easy time of it, though.
Why place this thing
here? There are others, each blocking similar points on certain paths. It is all very calculated, very precise. It would have been effective if it hadn't relied on the creatures to be walking. Climbers don't have much trouble getting around it.
I trust you can get past it? You told me you could. Or were you just trying to get us to run your errands for you?
I can manipulate it for a moment. Let me see. How did the Zerka engineers do it? There we go. Now, keep moving. These are the most dangerous depths of Kashyyyk. A few surprises wait for us, I'll wager.
I'd wager the same. Such as Mandalorians. And roar. He's very injured. Yes, I can. Yes. Yeah, what's up? What you need? Can you tell me about your attackers? Mandalorians. Yeah, I'll actually agree on that one. You're trying to talk about you're here to train and prove your worth, but you will only fight when they're unarmed. Mandalorian Blaster. Strength Gauntlets. If I remember, I think the Mandalorian Blaster wasn't bad. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. I'll give it to her, because that'll get her to the next upgrade.
Yes?
I mean, it's straight out. You can see their bodies right there. So I just unequip my lightsaber. Let's do a little hill. And now we'll walk in. Only I have to be unarmed. My allies don't matter in that matter. And then you can just immediately re-equip. The fight doesn't even start. You can just immediately deal with. They're doing okay because they're taking a lot of damage.
You cannot win.
Lily's down. She's down. Okay. Yep. Oh good, these guys are doing more damage than I expected them to. Oops, I just wasted that. Okay, equipable utility, there we go. Huh. Actually doing more damage than I'm used to. I have a bunch of these. Okay, now it's just one-on-one. I should have done this a while ago, actually. Ah, you jerk. Should have done that a while ago. I don't know why I didn't. You guys, you could, get to healing. That is something you're capable of.
What can I do?
Yes?
What?
There we go. Oh, there's the Viper Kinrath. These guys tend to be the ones that poison me more than any other. So far, I'm getting lucky. He didn't. No, she didn't. Alright, we'll do this, and notice Bastila is no longer poisoned. Heal doesn't just recover your health, it'll get rid of any poison you have on you. That was the last time I saved. It was before I fought Callow. Yeah, I should probably do that now. Yeah, for supposed warriors that are all about honor, there's nothing honor, and there's no honor in attacking only unarmed opponents while you're attacking from the shadows.
Let's make this
Come on. Already, man? Turn my back for 1 second. Like, I took my eyes off you for 1 second, and look at the state you're in. Whoa! What happened there? This is not good. Don't worry, I remembered it this time. You gonna do anything? Can't wait till I get master speed. That'll make it so much better. Swoop by signal device.
I'm here.
Okay, you two. You're kinda making me regret my choice.
Yes?
I don't think it'll let me choose. Nope. I would switch out Bastila if I could.
You have interrupted our hunt, interloper. The inhabitants of this world could do little against us, but you appear to be a threat. Our training here will continue without your interference.
Ay, ay, ay. This is not going well. And of course I'm stunned. Oh, come on. Freaking stun. I gotta get rid of this guy. That stun ability is bad. I'm gonna run out of those very quickly dealing with this guy. Yes, good timing for that. You two were virtually worthless in all of those fights. Like, I had to heal constantly because I was getting double and triple teamed, but you were going one-on-one with these guys and getting destroyed. I'm glad I prepped to have night speed. That's the only reason those fights were within reason of me winning. That and the advanced med packs. But you two were worthless. Mandalorian hunters are dead. I got them for you. Specifically me, not them. Yep, it does. Goodbye. Thanks. Johnny Vibroblade is a good one also. I haven't moved anything out of this section for a while, so I don't exactly know what he gave there. Alright, we're gonna go this way, and we're gonna queue up a dialogue in a few moments. I'm poisoned! Someone poisoned the watering hole! I didn't get rid of my poison, so either there was a roll on that, or they re-poisoned me so fast it looked like it never left. That's what I was wanting. Okay, I could use you two hurrying up and learning the next step of cure to heal. Because I cannot be the only one that knows it when I'm the one with the least force ability. There he is.
I'm here.
Yes?
What?
Jeez. Another set of them. I love that ability. I will be making more use of it in the next game, most likely. In this game, I'm more interested in fighting with the saber.
I'm here.
Give her a little more help. She needs it. Again, same answer. He needs more help. They are dying way too fast. What? Freyr.
He's almost feral after all this time. Calm yourself, Freya. We are friends. Don't you remember me?
No. No, sir, you will not.
Well, this may prove difficult.
It'll be fine. A cryo grenade, nice. And then poison, and wow, he went for 3 grenades straight out. Yo, calm down. I'm not here to kill you. Do you know Zalbar and Chundar? My name is Scion. I came to Kashyyyk with Zalbar. No, he follows me because of a life debt. Fair. I'm fine with that. Go over exactly what happened. So you exiled Zalbar, okay? When did you finally realize he was telling the truth?
That's when I first saw him. I helped his pursuers lose him for a moment. Do you remember me now, Freya?
Right. That's fine and all, but look, we need a plan going forward. What are you gonna do? He's pretty much got everyone in his pocket. You got something planned? Like, what's up? Stupid monkey, shut up! I'm trying to have a conversation here. ruins. Where would this be exactly? Alright. Tell me about this creature. What am I looking for? Where is it? Sorry, your story is starting to bore me a bit. You aren't me. Alright. Just give me a direction and I will figure it out. What was it? A lot of talking. Alright. Now, the real question. The one that they never seem to answer. How do Wookiees grow themselves? Are they like cats? Do you think he has to cough up hairballs every so often?
Yes?
Big of a hairball would a Wookiee have to cough up with how much fur they're covered in? Alright, I got the sacrifice. And here's the fighting. Feed the beast. Are you guys here? Okay, good. Stained by years of blood, suggesting freshly killed animals have been suspended from the vine many times in the past. Well, I'm ending that tradition today. There he is. Not the time for that game, thank you. Okay. Dude just slapped me down.
Let's see what you got. Now you'll get it.
The Force fights with me.
Take that.
Examining the corpse of the great beast, you find a blade of some sort lodged in its side. Skin is grown around it. While certainly painful, it appears the blade caused only surface damage to the creature. Who knows how long it lived with this injury? You remove the blade from the corpse. It must be the one that Freyr spoke of, the lost portion of Baka's sword, a powerful symbol of his people. Alright, we will deal with that soon enough. I will return to talk to him soon enough. Not yet. Yeah, it looks like the Vibro Sword's your best bet. Again,
What can I do?
some enemies in this game
Sure.
are resistant to energy weapons. Every so often, you'll run into one of them. If you're willing to take some dark side points, you have no reason to run into them in this particular area. But I'm not going to be taking those dark side points. So,
Never too old for this. Take that.
What can I do?
they really hate me because they're only attacking me. We'll give him his blade in a few minutes. We gotta go deal with this first. You probably just caught a glimpse of it. That's what we're looking for. This is what we came here for.
Life forms detected. Determining parameters. Initiating neural recognition.
Yes, there's the thing. Obstinate machine. I've no doubt it holds what you seek. Good luck getting it operational.
Primary neural recognition complete. Preliminary match found.
Match found? What the... It always muttered something about rejected patterns for me.
Begin socialized interface. Awaiting instruction. Greetings. This terminal has not been accessed for quite some time.
Why have you acknowledged me?
Error. Subject displays unfamiliarity to environment. Behavioral reconfiguration will be needed before access. I am sorry. I did not mean to confuse you. I will answer questions to the best of my programming limitations.
Seek information about a star map.
Accessing. Yes, I have found a star map in original system memory. Access is restricted.
And what do I need to get past this restriction?
Your request requires additional security access. You must be made to match the parameters I have been supplied.
And how do I match what I don't know?
There are measures available. Personality profiling will verify the basic structure of your conscious mind. With that, I will determine whether you are ready to receive the star map, or can be made ready.
What do you mean by that?
Information unavailable. If you have further questions, ask them now. Access will terminate with success or failure of evaluation. Evaluation
let's do
commencing.
it.
Result will be compared against the pattern in memory. Just act like you should. You travel with a Wookiee and have encountered complications. Hypothetical. You and this Zalbar are captured and separated. If you both remain silent, 1 year in prison for each of you. However, call Zalbar a traitor, and he will serve 5 years, while you serve none. He is offered the same deal.
How?
But if you both accuse the other, you both serve 2 years. What do you do? What do you trust him to do?
How do you know about Zalbar? He isn't here.
I hear what happens on Kashyyyk, and a good deal beyond. Answer the question I have posed.
I'd say nothing, he'd say
Are
nothing.
you sure? If you turn, you risk 2 years, or none at all. If you reply on loyalty, you risk 1 year, or 5. Your loyalty is dangerous. Your companion could take the opportunity to benefit by turning on you. Zalbar's family is mired in treachery. What loyalty do they know? Your answer is incorrect.
Thought this was an evaluation, not a quiz.
I must match your behavior to the pattern in memory. You must answer truthfully, knowing the consequences. I must demand honest acceptance of the proper behavior. That is a condition of my programming.
Yeah, whatever.
The previous incorrect response will be discounted. Future incorrect responses will result in rejection. Hypothetical. You are at war. Deciphering an intercepted code. You learn 2 things about your enemy. A single spot in their defense will be at its weakest in 10 days, and they will attack one of your cities in 5 days. What do you do with this information? What is the most efficient course of action?
Evacuate the
And
city.
in so doing, alert the enemy to their broken codes. They would know that their weakness was exposed. They would reinforce, and the war would go on. You saved thousands at the expense of victory. You do not match the pattern in memory. Subject has failed to demonstrate the required behavior. Access denied. This system will purge the subject as false. Defense mode initiated.
Here they are. Yeah, right there. You can answer his questions in the way that he wants you to, but you're guaranteed to get dark side for that. Jeez, come on, you two. I even gave you more health and you still... Ay. I'm probably gonna have to switch the armor, because it looks like this might be a botched run for me. There it is. Yeah, this is gonna be a botched run. Well, that's the first death. I'm not using most of my force powers to begin with. You two need to survive for more than 3 seconds. It's really annoying.
Yes, there's the thing.
Primary nerve.
Match fact.
Begin socializing. Error. I am sorry. I have been programmed. Accessing. Yes. Your request. There are measures of it. With that, I will. Information. Evaluation command. You travel with a Wookiee. If you both remain, he is offered the same. Are you sure? Your loyalty is Zalbar's family. I must match. I must demand. The previous incorrect hypothetical. A single spot in there. What do you do with it? And in so doing, they would You do not match access.
I'm going to do another save here. Because I do not want to go through that dialogue again if I mess it up again. You two, survive for more than 3 freaking seconds, will you? I would love to be able to move sometime today, please. Sometime today, please. Oh, screw you. I'm literally just hammering the button at this point because this is just aggravating. Let me out of this! Gosh, that took so long.
Let's make this quick.
We're not in combat anymore. Ay, that was annoying. They would not let me do anything. They just kept freezing me.
Neural scan complete. Analyzing. Well, it would appear initial assumptions about you were incorrect. Secondary scans during battle have revealed much. Under duress, your emotions were easier to read. Programming now instructs that I give you what you seek.
What did your scan during the battle
That
reveal?
information is not available. Soon you will recognize the proper course to follow. The star map is yours. This unit has now completed its primary duty and has finished with the subject. Executing final action. Activation of star map commencing. Parameters reset. Stasis initiated. And communication.
I would love to destroy this thing.
Well, a star map. An ancient artifact of dark side power. Can't say I'm surprised. I always knew there was something funny down here. I wonder if the star map has had an effect on the evolution of the creatures here in the Shadowlands. Might explain why it's so dangerous down here. An interesting theory. I suppose we don't have time to test it now, do we? Now that we've got what you came for, we should be heading back up to the treetops.
Yeah, you should get to healing. Unless you like standing there clutching at your side.
What can I do?
I have 182, he is 96, and she has 120. They fall within seconds. It was definitely a mistake bringing those two. I should have brought someone that had more bulk to them. Honestly, having Karth instead of Basila would have been a better choice.
Yes, I did. I wanted to speak to you about our mission and what lies ahead for us. It seems fate, or the Force, is driving us into a confrontation with the Dark Lord. You must prepare yourself for when we face Malak. The confrontation will be difficult for you. I remember how hard it was when I first faced Revan.
Is it true you killed Revan?
It's true that due to my battle meditation, I was with the Jedi Strike team that boarded Revan's ship. We did not kill Revan, however.
So, who
Our
did?
mission was to capture Revan if possible. It was Malak who turned on his own master, firing upon Revan's ship while we were still on board it. It was his desire to kill us and his master both. Thankfully, we narrowly escaped the vessel as it exploded.
So Malik basically, he did your job for you. He gets all the credit.
As I said, we were there to capture Revan alive. The Jedi do not believe in killing their prisoners. No one deserves execution, no matter what their crimes. Remember,
We killed
Revan and
a
Malik
lot
were
of
once
people
great
on the way
Jedi,
here.
Heroes in every sense of the word. They demonstrate the danger of the dark side to us all. I'm sorry, we really shouldn't speak of this anymore. The memory of my confrontation with Revan is painful. Let's return to the mission, please.
Got something on your mind? Oh, I get it.
I ended up in the wrong location. Yeah, I got it right here. Here. I'm sure it's the one. I took it right out of that thing's hide. Also, I killed the thing. Y'all failed many times to do so. Well, let's go do it. Time to kill your eldest to save your youngest. Jeez, you got quite the life. I do not envy you. I press that button a lot when I'm just running around because it gives me something to do. We should also be coming up on another fight in just a moment. And just make sure I never have to talk to that dirt bag again. We're saving. I will not be sent back to him. I loot that? Nope. Got some good stuff out of it too. That'll be good for selling later on. As much stuff as I can get like that will be really good for me. Yo. I'm not worried about the wrath of some dinky little runt that can only do lies and deceit to get his way.
So be it.
I gave you the ability to heal. Why do you never use it? Ah, man. So many regrets. I should have chosen a better team.
Yes?
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 What can I do?
Sure.
Yes, we'll handle the basket now. Should be met by a group up ahead that will escort me to the final confrontation, so I don't have to walk the entire way back. Or maybe not a group, but him. Lead on. I can imagine his tone. Oh, that's just great. Everyone's here now. A real family reunion. Kind of like the last answer, but Salvar, he's speaking poison. You don't listen to him. You side with your father on this one. Yeah. I get that they gave that option so that you could choose which side you want to be on, but still. This is a real freaking Grima Wormtongue moment. Sorry. Had a bit of dead skin that just would not come off, and so I went to go get some clippers to get it off me.
Never too old for this.
You shall fall.
Never too old for this.
Those were supposed to join in, I'm pretty sure. They just sat there and waited for the entire group to come after them for some reason. What will you do now? Time to hit the old dusty trail. Yeah, that would be fitting. You put Zalbar in, and I leveled up in there. Cool. Okay, let me see. I'm at 14, so I have 6 after this. Though not all of them give feats. Okay, so I'm gonna prioritize getting at least 1 attack for my character. I'm gonna do Flurry. Well, let's see. Oops. You'll give him more strength. But the reason I chose Zalbar is this. Even on its own, like, look, 11 to 20, 14 to 24, and this thing can be upgraded. This is a freaking awesome sword. Zalbar just became one of the heaviest hitters you can get.
What?
How can I help? Yes, I suppose I can understand your curiosity, given the bond that connects us. Very well. I'll tell you a bit about myself. I was found to be strong with the Force at a young age, as most Padawans are. As a girl, I was given to the Order to be trained. When I joined the Order, I left my family on Tal Ravan, as all Padawans do. My family is still there, the last that I heard. I've had little contact with them, as it is discouraged. Relationships with family members are fraught with powerful emotions. Such extremes are to be avoided. Anger and hate are the worst, but even love can lead to folly. Emotional entanglements can be dangerous. They can impair rational thought. They can lead to outbursts of uncontrolled emotion. A Jedi must be above such things. It can be a hard lesson to learn. I was not on good terms with all of my family, but I do remember missing my father terribly for a long time. I was not on good terms with my mother. I was only a little girl when I left, but I was old enough to resent her in the way she treated my father. She pushed my father into treasure hunting. I spent all my young life on ships, traveling from one false lead to the next. She whittled away my father's entire fortune, and I hated her for it. I think she was relieved to give me to the Jedi, but my father was heartbroken. A child is too young to understand the sacrifices that must be made. It's better if they have no contact with their family once they're removed. Once I was older, I realized the wisdom of this policy. A Jedi must do what is needed, personal desires notwithstanding. Love can only obscure and confuse the matter. Even a Jedi cannot always control the feelings of the heart. We must do our best to guard against it, no matter what the cost. But some sacrifices are harder than others. I do not wish to discuss this anymore. I would rather return to our mission.
Alright. We're making a little headway on the Basilisk story.
How may I be of assistance to you? What is it you would like? Well, I suppose I have not talked very much about the Jedi I met back home.
In this moment, I'm not really caring about the dialogue my character gives. I'm just going to let them tell their stories for a moment.
They were so very alive, so full of hope and energy and zeal. In retrospect, I can see it was a little bit tragic. Well, yes. These Jedi were going to fight the Mandalorians just after they had invaded. Many of those Jedi perished in the fighting, but to us, they seemed invincible. Especially their leader, who they talked about all the time. Paragons of light and justice, sweeping away all iniquity before them. It was like looking at gods. I know that. I was using poet. They were enthralling. Everyone wanted just to touch them. Some people thought it would bring them luck. Not that the peace they brought lasted very long. The Jedi left. The people grew complacent. Those who had been wronged saw their chance at revenge. And so the cycle continues. The oppressed become the new generation of oppressors. The human oppressed, that is. The non-humans were never treated well in any case. We felt the brunt of both administrations. Of course it was. They took their frustrations and hates out on us, because the people they wanted had already fled. But no one looks out for the injustices we... But I am sorry. I should not have outbursts like that. Don't you see? The very fact I mentioned it means it has its influence. Anger can lead to the dark side, and I must be ever careful that I do not fall back into those ways. I thank you for your support. My outburst was uncalled for, but you did not lash back at me. You are a much better Jedi than I, it would seem. But let us not speak more of this now. We should continue on our journey. Perhaps later we will talk again.
Yes, what's on your mind? I'm not very good at this. I know I owe you an apology. More than one, probably. I was just so desperate to finally face Saul directly in the battle over Terrace. And now the Jedi have us looking for these star maps. I know this mission is important, it's just, I feel a bit useless. I mean, I can fight, sure, but I'm no Jedi. All this feels completely out of my league. Because this is more important. This may really finally make a difference. I suppose even if I can't figure out everything that's going on, I still want to help if I can. I just hate not knowing what's going on and feeling this helpless. But I shouldn't have taken that out on you. I've been a royal pain in the backside, haven't I? No, I do worry about it. I've traveled the lanes more than once. I should know better than this. So, I'm sorry. Will you accept my apology? Done. Let's get underway then, shall we, partner? Ready.
Alright. We do not need strength on Karth. We need dexterity. Alright. Let's get T3 upgraded because I haven't had T3 out here in a while. Most important thing I can get T3 for this stuff is I need to make sure computer is just as good as I can get it. but also that I have a reason for that, and it will be way later, but it will eventually show up. Okay. I suppose we can talk to Mission real quick, see if she has anything to say.
Hey there, what can I do? I've been thinking about Lena and what she said about Griff. You know, how he was always blaming other people for his problems. There might be something to what she said. No, of course not. Not really. But what if it was his idea to leave me behind? I'm not saying Griff would just abandon me, but maybe he did want to leave me behind. Just temporarily, you know? He might have done that if he planned on coming back later, but things don't usually work out for Griff the way he planned, you know? And that's when he'd get in trouble. He was always borrowing money he could never pay back. He might have been trying to skip out on his debts when he left Harris. He would have to leave his little sister behind so it would look like he was coming back.
Oh, he's lucky on those debts then. They're probably all gone.
Yeah, well, no, not exactly. Look, all I'm trying to say is that the more I think back, the more I realize I might be idolizing my brother a bit, not seeing all his faults. I still want to find him. I need to see him again. It's just that I'm not sure how I'll react when I do. Maybe. We'll see. I don't want to judge him yet. Maybe Lena was lying. Or maybe she wasn't. All I know is I'd like to speak to Griff myself. If we have time, I'd like to go talk to the Zerka Corp rep on Tatooine and see what he has to say about where my brother is now.
I will see him. Don't worry, I'll let that happen. I think that's everyone, because I don't think these two I can do much with at current time. If anything.
Got something on your mind, dude? Oh, I know chances are, but it should be enough if you're smart. And that's about all. Oh, I get it.
Yeah, what do you want? I was one of the best youth warriors in the clan Ordo in my time. No one before me had mastered the power of our Basilisk war droids as quickly as I had. Except Mandalore himself, of course. In those days, we were sweeping across the Outer Rim, destroying all who fought us. Young Mandalores would prove themselves in real combat with unknown opponents above 1,000 worlds. Each brought back stories of his achievements. I remember it well, orbiting high above a placid world, its defenses just stirring. As was tradition, I would go ahead of the first wave to find enemies in the thickest fighting. I remember sitting there in my armor, linked directly with the basilisk thrumming beneath me, my heart racing with fear of the coming battle. The doors opened in front of me, and the air was sucked out of the drop bay, scattering crystals of frozen vapor across my path. I can't describe what it feels like to look directly down at a world, falling continuously as you circle it, with barely 15 centimeters of armor plate protecting you. When the magnetic locks disengaged on my droid, I plunged out of the drop bay towards the battle that waited below. The exhilaration, the euphoria I felt as I streaked into the atmosphere, dodging self-guided projectiles and beam weapons, was unmatched. An 80-kilometer plunge through the atmosphere, dodging and weaving, the outside of my armor glowing like the sun with the heat of re-entry. And with barely 30 meters to spare, I twisted and skimmed the surface, firing at the giant beam generators that were in my path. The explosion from that sent shock waves that leveled the entire complex around it. It was the moment of my life. I'll never forget those times. But things are different now. We can't go on fighting the way we did. There are too few of us left now. But I really don't want to talk about this anymore. I trust I've satisfied your curiosity for now. Is there something else you want to know?
We're good for now.
Your choice.
And what? Whatever. So just like last time, we're going to choose our next destination in our trip across the stars. We're done camping. Wait. First, after you deal with a world, you're supposed to return to Yavin. Dun, 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 dun. You heard the battle music, right? We're being attacked by more Sith ships. I'm gonna have to look and see if anyone's made a build for those ships, because that ship would be awesome to have. The Evan Hawk and then those right there would be awesome to have. Can't help but notice, like, you clearly had to have walked across that hangar and into this area, because this does not remotely look like the hangar you just landed in. Nothing of note at current time. But it does eventually change if you keep everything going. I don't know if I have to talk to this dude or not. Like, there you are. I'm gonna just speed through these. So with that, we'll go select the next world we're entering. And I already know it's going to be Korriban. Not just because it's the world that I like after Kashyyyk, but because there's still some things I'm trying to set up in other worlds. So we're going to Korriban next. Which again, that will be for the next part. So, go ahead, get this loaded up, get everything saved. Korriban is the Sith homeworld. This is where their temples and academies and mess are.
Another vision. The Force is guiding us, helping us retrace the steps of Malak and his old master, leading us ever closer to the Star Forge. There are some who believe Korriban is the birthplace of the Sith. This planet is an evil place. There are secrets here best left uncovered.
Looked like the star map was in some sort of
During the
cave.
vision, I felt cold and trapped, almost as if I was buried alive. It felt like we were in some kind of tomb. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Won't the Sith recognize you?
Maybe you're right. Most of the Dark Jedi would only know me by name, but there are a few among them who might recognize my face. For the safety of our mission, I must remain on the Ebon Hawk while we are on this planet.
Alright. That will be all for this part. I completely forgot to take the girl home to Dantooine. I will try to remember that next time. But that's it. I will talk to y'all later. Peace.